Chris and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
My outsides are cool, my insides are blue. Every time I think I'm through, it's because of you.
What song is that?
Wow.
I don't know that song off the top of my head.
Oh.
You're gonna have to tell me.
Oh, dear. Well, I'll continue singing and figure it out. I tried different things, but it's all the same. At the end of the day, I have myself to blame. Damn, I'm tripping. You can fix your hair if you won't grow. You can buy your hair if you won't grow. You can fix your nose if you say so. You can buy all the makeup the Mac can bring, but
you can look inside you.
Find out who am I to be in the position to make it feel so damn I'm pretty.
That's a great song.
Fantastic song.
You know what? Like that's got to be one of the more like underrated
Are you
R&B songs.
Are you kidding? Unbelievable. Like that is the anthem for insecurity.
I don't feel like
and they don't make R&B songs like that anymore.
People don't give TLC enough credit at all.
And they had a monster, like that was like TLC at their prime. They teared it up.
Yeah.
With that album. No Scrubs is on that album. And they won best R&B album, I believe, that year.
Huge. I think TLC is easily going to go down as like one of the best R&B groups of all time.
I think they're the greatest girl group of all time. You can make a debate, but I think statistically wise, I think they actually have the number one spot.
I can't think of anyone.
Well, you can argue Spice Girls.
Okay.
You could make the argument.
For international, then
but international,
I would think so.
Yeah.
I think the Spice Girls would be like, and the Spice Girls actually had a couple of R&B hits, which is a couple of like really decent good R&B hits.
Agree.
So it's like you can't even hate on them.
Yeah,
you know.
But I think in terms of girl groups, I don't know. I think TLC is the GOAT.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I can respect that. Yeah. So. You gonna give the introduction?
Young world. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Welcome to another week, another edition. But this week's something special, baby.
Yeah, this one's super special.
This one's all kinds of special, baby.
One Tweezy.
Shit.
Episode 1 Tweezy.
This
for everyone
episode,
who knows.
For all you ladies out there that's listening to this episode, need y'all to lay down. Get on the negligees. Get ready to laugh your ass off, girl. Because this episode's not sexually inducing. This is the R&B One Tweezy episode, baby.
Hotel One Tweezy, baby.
Hotel One Tweezy. We can do it anywhere. I'm talking about the shower.
Both of our bodies dripping away.
Hey,
yo, that song's actually live, man.
It's a really good song.
You know what? I think that was like one of the most funniest songs here.
Really?
It was like, damn. You guys talking fast, you know. You say anything, you talking fast and talking real low.
Yeah.
But as soon as like,
I think what's the one song? Let me look you up and down till you. Every time I hear I hear the chorus and I'm like, wow, this song was a #1 hit, huh? We're all perverted. We're all perverts because of R&B.
Hey.
Well, hey. You know what, Ryan? Say hi to the children first before we get it all.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ryan from The Blank. Carlos and I are definitely excited about today's episode because we've definitely spoken about this thousands of times throughout our episodes, and it's something special to us.
Talk to them in an R&B voice.
And it's unfortunate that we got to do this, baby. But I got to be with you. And there all the time, baby. You don't have to go. You could be here with me. And we truly love you for being here for another episode. And Carlos and I were going to serrade you and be with you for the rest of this episode.
The very first time that I heard you like the blank, my goodness, all I did was thank you for your viewership. And baby, you look so fine. Baby, you're looking like a damn dime. I think today's my lucky day. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. And if I ever
Give it up. Give it up, everybody. Oh, my God.
Damn. And that was only just the first part.
That was a classic.
That was like a...
It's too bad those guys are like, what is it, Shay or Shy?
Yeah, why didn't they get enough?
I don't know, man. But that song, I think, goes down as like one of the most iconic.
One of the greatest R&B songs like ever. And it's not even like it's them doing the acapella.
Yeah. It's not like the OG version.
Yeah.
And then like anybody who tried it afterwards, because I think like there was versions of it where like Boyz II Men came out and did one. I think even like Jodeci came out and did one. I think at one point like even Drew Hill came out and like that was like the epitome of like a classic R&B song during that time.
Oh my God.
So
Jodeci is a problem. If I was ever nervous about my girl being at a concert, it's a Jodeci concert for sure.
Well, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
So like I remember I was talking to one of my colleagues and she grew up during that era where like the 80s was like late 80s, early 90s where she was going to Jodeci concerts. And she always said to me, she was like, Ryan, like, you can't imagine how hype it was. But the two main guys,
Casey and JoJo,
were not good-looking dudes. That's what she told me.
Casey and JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, they weren't good-looking dudes. I'm
well,
like,
I mean, I will tell you why she felt that way. And there's only one reason in that group. And the man's name is Devontae Swing.
Oh, okay.
He was a fucking problem.
As in?
He is... Ryan?
Like you problem. Like Carlos 2023 problem?
Oh, Ryan. Oh, no.
Worse.
Far worse. Ryan, I'm just the freaking... I'm just a cold. I'm just a sniffle in comparison to him. He's the Black Plague.
Gotta give yourself more credit.
No. Devontae Swing is bro, if there's any person I'm insecure... If my girl was around a person and I'd feel insecure about it, unpretty, if you will.
Ooh.
It's Devontae Swing.
Damn.
And he's not really a great singer, but he did write and produce a lot of the Jodeci tracks.
He's talented, though.
So he's a very talented guy. But,
people love talent.
Oh, yeah. And the way he looks, shit. Take it all. Shit. Take my girl. I lost her.
Hey.
She's gone.
Hey.
Okay. Hold on. Before we get into more R&B, which we will. It'll be an R&B-induced episode. I gotta get something off my chest. Do you know who Carly Russell is?
No idea.
Okay.
I've never heard of that name.
So, it's not a famous person. Well, she's famous as of recent because of what she did.
Carly Russell? Okay.
So, this is Alabama, I believe. The cops
Bama,
get
baby.
Yeah. Shout out. The cops get a phone call at around 9 o'clock, and it's from Carly. And she's calling the cops saying there is a child running on the interstate highway. Now, that's like, okay, that's a huge what the fuck is going on there.
Sounds like she's a savior.
She's like, yeah, she's going to save the kid.
Okay.
And the call disconnects.
Oh, shit.
So then it's like, oh, shit's getting real. What's going on here? So the cops go to the scene. Carly's nowhere to be found. The child's nowhere to be found.
All right.
And Carly has officially gone missing.
What?
She goes missing for about 2 days.
When did this happen? How long ago?
I don't know, like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
But the news came out like just recently. So Carly turns up at her parents' house. She's safe. Everything's okay. She's not harmed. She's fine.
Okay.
Cops interview her. Hey, what happened? Glad to hear you're okay. What happened to you? What exactly is going on?
Where's the baby?
Where's the
Where's the goddamn baby?
Where's the goddamn
That's the
baby?
first question that needs to be answered. Where's the baby?
So, according to her, she lost the baby. Like, she couldn't find the kid. But she was taken by a dude in an 18-wheeler truck.
She was,
Carly. That's why she was missing for 2 days.
all right.
And so that's their lead. They're like, okay, we need to investigate this man. We need to find this dude that did it. So they're investigating Carly's things. And on her internet searches, she searched up, do you have to pay for Amber Alerts? She also searched up, how do you take money from a cash register without getting caught?
What? Does they say how old this lady is?
She's roughly around, like, I believe, like 19, 8 or 20.
Oh, so she's like in her
early 20s,
late
20s.
teens,
Yeah.
early 20s. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And a lot of searches of the movie Taken were done. So nothing concrete has come out, but it's safe to assume that she faked the whole kidnapping and the child thing. Now, young world, hear me and hear me out. In the United States of America, there is a bit of an epidemic of black women gone missing. It's a pretty big deal over there. To use that for your own amusement and to either run away, pretty fucked up thing to do. You're wasting cop resources so they can actually find these missing women or solve real crimes. You're concerning your parents, your family, your friends. And you're a fucking idiot for the Google search thing.
Yes, definitely.
That was a huge... What the fuck were you thinking? Now, I'm going to say this. Carly, if you so happen to be watching or listening, now again, nothing concrete or whether she fixed it, but I mean the evidence is pretty damning, if I say so myself. Carly, I'm rarely speechless in terms of this segment. Rarely. I have a lot to say, but with this one, I'm pretty speechless right now. I have literally no words.
So did she make the squad?
Without question.
She make the
It's
squad?
not even up for debate. Carly, welcome to Some People's Kids.
So I have a few questions.
Yeah,
now.
go ahead,
Okay,
please.
so there probably isn't enough sufficient evidence to know exactly what happened, but from what has been found and what has been given to the public, she faked this kid running on the highway, and then she went missing for 2 days.
Yes.
And then wanted to, I guess, stir up some sort of news about her, was she trying to make money somehow? Carly, what are you doing, girl? Come on. I don't know where this shit's coming from. That's got to be the weirdest shit I've ever heard. So we need to keep an update. We need to keep our listeners an update for that one, because that's a real interesting story. What are you doing? What is you doing, baby? What is you doing, baby?
What is he doing, baby?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on with the show. Rhythm and Blues.
You want me to? I'll say it first before we jump into it.
Oh,
I think it falls into that factor, and then I think it affects certain people that happen to be listening as well.
Yes, please.
So, we recently got some really sad news over the last couple of days. I think it was like about 2 days ago it happened, or maybe yesterday. But near and dear to Carlos and I, and we've spoken about this place multiple times on our podcast. If you know us in any sort of capacity, we love going to this bar. Tons of fun, tons of memories, just us being there and listening to good music. And like R&B was such a big part of that place. That the unfortunate news that one of the co-owners of the place happened to pass away as of recent. So Oliver, rest in peace, brother.
This episode's dedicated to you, man.
Definitely dedicated to you. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, Cold Tea, the old school Kensington, little hidden, beautiful bar in itself, and now the big wonderful place on Queen Street runs a Sunday party every Sunday. So go check it out if you haven't. But rest in peace to you, brother. That's actually real sad. Battles with cancer, it's never an easy thing, and it was just honestly, I was thinking about it the whole day today, and like the amount of memories that me and Carlos have at that place of just like chilling and like talking to him,
and genuinely it's like having fun.
Having
like
fun.
You don't really running amok in a bar and just like dancing to great music, even to like the deep cuts of R&B songs, like songs that are not as popular that we would blast and like listen to. And even that one night where he gave us the he let me plug in the phone and we just blast music. I have nothing but great things to say about Cold Tea. Always has a place in my heart, and Oliver was nothing but stand up to us every time we came in. Always a cool dude. Man. Rest in peace. This episode's dedicated to you, man. And see you on the other side.
It's crazy because the amount of people that like one person like that affects in a city like Toronto, and Toronto's like it's a big city. Yes. It realistically is. Like, it's small, but it's big at the exact same time, and a lot of people know each other, especially if you're in that industry, like the bar industry or the art industry, or even just like throwing parties and stuff like that. You get to know people. Like, even when Carlos and I are around, we would recognize the regulars that would go to these bars, and like we'd sometimes even have conversations with them.
Security would recognize
security, like the amount of effect that one individual has on a whole city that is into R&B music, that is into, like fun bars, like speakeasies, and just being a good person overall, and then giving value to community, especially in Kensington and now Queen Street. It's sad to see people go in that sort of sense, and it's sad to see someone that has so much effect on, the world in itself, and, Toronto as a city. It's just one of those moments where you really have to kind of sit back and be like, we lost someone great a couple days ago. I didn't really know him personally like that, but we've had full conversations, and I know Carlos has, met him a bunch of times. Like, one of the greatest nights is just him giving us the ability to play our own music, and like some of the music that I still listen to today, I found at Cold Tea, right? So it's like, it's a crazy, crazy thing. Always going to be memories in our hearts, and, rest in peace to you, brother, and, condolences to the family, because it's a tough situation. But, to speak on a lighter note and sort of the transition over to what we wanted to get into, and everyone can tell by now it's an R&B episode.
Yeah.
I just wanted to kind of get that out there because he was a good part of, us being out and as a young adults and going out and having fun and listening to good music. So, dedicated to you this episode. And yeah, R&B though.
R&B, baby.
What's
rhythm and blues.
I know. Okay, so Carlos, dear to my heart. He showed me High Five.
All summer long.
I didn't know High Five like growing up. I guess they just weren't that big in comparison to the other R&B groups that I was listening to.
The one song was their biggest song.
And then when we went to Cold Tea one night, I remember one of the guys, I guess that co-owns it or something like that, or he was there. He was like, "Yo, play this one song by Tony Thompson," and I didn't know who Tony Thompson was until after Carlos mentioned it. So I'm like, "Oh, this guy went solo at one point."
Yeah,
and then I hear the song, and then I remember being like, "Oh my God, I've never heard this song in my entire life, but it's like the most bumpinest 90s R&B music ever." So then it brought me into a whole night, I remember I went home and I looked up Tony Thompson's like first album, like solo album, and I remember listening to the songs. I'm like, yo, this guy was dope, you know. And unfortunately, he came to a sad ending. I think he passed away in like a trash can or something like that.
I think he OD'd or something.
He OD'd in some drugs, and they found him behind a trash can. But honestly, that's one of the stories that I always remember about Cold T, and it introduced me to Tony Thompson's music. So if you haven't heard of Tony Thompson, go look him up. One of those people that was probably taken too soon, but produced some of the best R&B music while he was alive. So
Suggest the song.
it was
Sing it.
Love Like That.
Sing the chorus. Sing the chorus.
I want a baby girl like you. I want a girl that turns me on over and over. And then, yeah, no, he's such a beast, man. It was crazy. So I remember, like, that's one of those memories that holds dear to my heart. And I remember it to this day. You know what I mean? It's crazy to think about. So
R&B.
What's like one of your favorite memories at Cold T?
Cold T?
If you can rember.
Well, I mean,
that has R&B like in.
Well, I mean, that one night where it was me, Sherwin, and Victoria. We just thought we weren't even planning on going to like Cold T. I think we just like I think we were trying to go to Big Trouble, but then it got packed, and we ended up just stumbling to Cold T. And it wasn't like a busy night that night, and we were just singing along to the songs, and then Oliver was there that night, and he's like, yo, you guys want to plug in your music? I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. And then we played like more R&B, and we were just like blasting it and then singing along at the bar, and then people, the few people that were there, like looking at us like crazy. And we were just like, you know, singing the night away, man. I think we were even like blasting like 70s like R&B, like old school, and like even like singing it word for word. And Oliver was just like looking at us like crazy. Like, yeah, man. No, it was a good time. Yeah, it was like one of the best moments I've had. Probably the best moment I've had at that bar, because it was like so subtle, but like at the same time, it meant a lot because it was so fun. Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. Yeah. All right, we're gonna have a few debates here.
All right, I like it.
All right,
I like the debating.
GOAT R&B group.
NSYNC.
What the hold on. Are you trying to piss me off? NSYNC.
Justin Timberlake.
Man.
Justin Timberlake and Company.
Oh my god. Justin Timberlake and Company. Unbelievable. Wow. NSYNC.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
I thought
like, what the? Cut the camera.
Get this guy out of here.
Oh my god.
Is there like
it's not limited to gender. It's not limited to gender.
Is there two in your head that you can think of that are like conflicting, or is there one like for sure
go-to.
common?
There's a few that come up. I mean, you can argue, you know, your Boys to Men's, well, your TLC, SWV.
Yep.
Huge. New Edition.
Yeah.
Who else would be up there? Pretty
One
Ricky.
Tweezy. Pretty.
What? You don't like Pretty Ricky?
Pretty Ricky.
Ride with me. Relax your mind. Take your time with me. They're probably like one of the raunchiest groups I've ever heard. Ever.
It's crazy because when those guys came out in like the early 2000s or like the mid 2000s, like their music was so different from like what R&B or like what we think is traditional R&B. But you know what? I can't lie. Like that was a catchy ass song.
Bro, I still listen to that song. You know the song "Your Body"? I still listen to that song to this day. One of the best R&B songs I've ever heard.
Pretty Ricky.
My body. No, I don't think Pretty Ricky's up there. But
didn't
they're really good.
Didn't they do like a comeback with the rest of them?
They did they did like a whole tour.
That's crazy.
Yeah. B2K was on the tour.
B2K. That's a big one.
Yeah. Gosh. Who else is up there in terms of groups?
Man, I think like, well, you missed Drew Hill, obviously.
Well, I mean that was intentional.
One Tweezy.
Well, Drew Hill should.
Drew Hill, second again.
No, Drew Hill should be missed.
Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Cisco and Company.
Yeah.
And then Drew Hill.
Yeah.
and then Dylon and
Yeah.
Cisco and Company.
Dylon? Is he not a rapper from making the band?
But yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Drew Hill was missed intentionally because, well, they're not that good. Beauty is a... That's all I know. And fuck that group. Yeah, fuck them. What? Do you think they'd be remembered if it wasn't for the thong song? Huh? And it wasn't even the...
I don't even think people remember them because of the thong song. I think they only remember Cisco because of the thong song.
Right.
They don't get enough credit, that's for sure.
For what?
They definitely don't.
Well, you know, and he wasn't even... Cisco wasn't even the best singer in that group. He was that fat dude.
Woody, I think his name was.
Is that his name?
Woody?
Woody?
Maybe Woody. I
Mm.
don't know. I gotta look
Whatever.
that up again. But
Whatever. And Cisco was too much. Have you ever seen that man perform back in the day?
he was definitely an entertainer.
He was too much.
But that was the era when like R&B was very like subtle. Like, you know, the craziest amount of dancing was like the New Edition dancing, like the if it isn't love, why do I feel it was like that.
this?
But like Cisco was like that first come out, entertain, like take my shirt off, like pour a water bottle over his head. Girls loved him.
What was that necessary?
Hey, girls loved him.
What, he couldn't have money to afford the raining effects? Of course. Of course he'd take a water bottle.
Hey,
My favorite part of Cisco's career is when he went on 106 in Park and said that he was the best entertainer in R&B. And then Usher came through and was like, okay, slowly roll, little boy.
yeah, that one's a tough one.
Come on, Cisco.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
a tough one.
Come on. You're going to face against You Make Me Wanna?
Yeah.
Huh? You're going to face against Burn?
Yeah.
Confessions?
No, there's no way that.
Come on.
If you take both discographies, like I'm a huge fan of
Usher
Cisco.
would slap.
Well, I think 99 times out of 10, yeah, or 99 times out of 100, you can't argue that whatsoever. But
Yeah.
if you are a fan of Cisco, he had some absolute fucking bangers.
He had a few in there. Unleash the Dragon was a good one.
Yeah, Unleash the Dragon, Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Like, yeah, no, he had some
He had
nasty
a
ones.
few bangers.
But
yeah.
you can't compete with Usher. Usher's
Yeah,
gonna
no.
go down as like a
Oh
goat.
my God! You can make
As a legitimate, and I would
he's the
love
king of
to
R&B.
hear anybody's opinion about who the goat is, because that's an interesting. I
You
think-
could make the debate that Usher is the king of R&B. You could make the
Yeah.
debate.
yeah.
Like I don't think anyone would really dispute it too much.
I was thinking this the other day.
Mm.
I'm like, when we're talking about like some of the all-time greats, like,
Yeah.
would you put Michael Jackson in R&B or only pop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So you think that he would be like an enough claim to be like
an R&B
an
artist?
R&B artist and one of the greats, like top 5?
Well, when I think of R&B, Michael, I think of songs like, what is that supposed to mean? Why are you
Oh,
laughing?
It was
Are you
cute.
try-
It was
this
just cute
has
the way you
nothing to
say
do
it.
with the complexion of his skin.
All
Okay.
right, go ahead.
So you could argue songs like Rock With You,
Huge.
Remember the Time.
Yep.
What other R&B songs does he have under his belt?
I would like consider like She's Out of My Life.
She's Out of My Life is also
like that's
there.
a huge one.
That's a massive one.
You know,
You know,
pretty much
just
all the ones that were written by R. Kelly.
You Are Not Alone is up there, even though it was written by the name that shall not be mentioned. You can
The name that should not be mentioned in this episode. We can't say his name.
Listen, y'all can judge all you want, but you know, You Are Not Alone, written by R. Kelly and produced, by R. Kelly. First song ever to debut at number 1.
Damn.
You guys did that.
Damn.
So, judge all you want. You like the song too. Anyway.
Fair.
But yeah, I think he's contributed quite a bit to R&B, so you can definitely make the debate.
I think like
Even like people may not see it. Like you can argue Prince.
yeah, huge.
Oh yeah,
Huge.
yeah. So I mean, like there's a lot of names in there.
Yeah, there's I feel like there was a lot of names that when we think about R&B, especially at our age, we're like thinking about the 90s, early 90s, maybe a little bit of the late 80s to 2010. I'm thinking around that time, like that 20 years, but there's a lot of people, like I was thinking about Marvin Gaye,
Oh yes,
Smokey Robinson,
yes.
like a lot of these older names that sort of set
Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy Pendergrass. Ooh,
Pendergrass.
hey, Barry White.
Ooh. I'm gonna listen to some of that on my way.
Go check
home.
out our Barry White episode.
Oh dear,
But
Barry White. Woof.
a lot of these like older names that kids nowadays don't even know about. And I didn't really
Yeah.
know about them until I got older, right?
Mm.
To discover that type
discover,
of
yeah.
music and to go back and try to listen to some of it and be like, where did the music that I hold near and dear to my heart, where does it come from?
Mm.
So don't miss out on that kind of stuff if
But
you're an
please
R&B fan.
explore. Trust me.
Go look it up.
Yeah.
Like
don't be in a bubble. You know.
Absolute
Explore. Explore.
bangers.
Explore. Absolutely. All right, man. You're on an island,
okay,
shipwrecked.
shipwreck.
Pretty rough. And no other survivors. Except for this one dude who was really talkative on the boat, but you killed him because he was very annoying. And
Why did I
you
kill
liter-
him?
Huh?
He was annoying?
Yeah, he was annoying as shit. It was just
Damn.
like, dude, shut up. And you thought that the rock wasn't as heavy as you thought, but oh fuck, it was actually a lot heavier. Like, whoops, sorry.
Downward swing.
Yeah, exactly. There are only 3 R&B albums you can bring with you. 3 to listen to for the rest of your life.
Damn.
And you can play it, you know, start up a fire, you know, make some s'mores because there's some food on the boat.
Damn.
The body's rotten because you have nowhere to bury it.
Damn.
So what 3 albums? What are 3 R&B albums? What 3 R&B albums?
Well, honestly, like one
Yeah.
of my favorite R&B albums of all time is definitely "Enter the Drew" by Drew Hill. So I'm taking that 100%. The journey that I went to go try to find that CD in Toronto, out of like the 5 or 6 used CD places that I had to walk around, and yes, I buy CDs.
You should
That
drown
old
yourself.
school tip.
You should probably drown yourself. You should drown yourself.
You should just take that one CD and take it to the sea and never
Yeah,
come back.
Yeah, just drown. You should have drowned yourself on the island.
There's definitely that.
Yeah.
I would like to say probably one of the Usher 8701.
Which one?
8701, I would like
Yeah?
to say. Yeah, that one. That one's a
Okay.
pretty. That's
pretty
like
good.
the like early 2000s Usher. Like you don't have to
87
call.
That was his no, that wasn't a debut. Sorry.
You don't have to call.
Yeah,
like-
that was a good.
That was like that era of Usher was like a super
You remind me.
classic. Yeah, you remind me like nuts. Like I like Climax Usher. I like, you know, Lovers and Friends Usher
But
and that kind
that
of
era?
That was just like early 2000s Usher was stupid.
When Confessions came out.
Yeah, Confessions. Oh my God, like that era. So that's definitely one of them.
That's in my opinion that's his greatest work.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
believe Confessions is his greatest work.
I've been getting a
Parts
little
1
bit.
and 2.
I've been getting actually a little bit into his earlier CD, like his
Like when he
very
was a
first
kid?
CD. Yeah, when he was like 16
Yeah.
or like
He could,
15. when
it
came out.
was
Yeah, he was
good.
killing it.
There was one song that was on what's the name of the movie? Above the Rim? There was one song that made it on the album. I forget the name of the song, but it was actually a really good
Yeah.
song. He was a kid for that song.
Yeah.
And, it
Like,
was a really good song, man. Dude could sing.
yeah, his
Very
whole
good.
life.
Whole
man.
life.
Like if people haven't seen it yet, the NPR.
Huh.
That was
One
like
of the best ones out there. I mean,
ridiculous.
unreal.
Ridiculous.
Unreal. I can't believe those people didn't have to pay to see that shit. Ah.
Funny story, because Carlos is like, he messages me one day at like 1 p.m. or something, like on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, Usher did an NPR. And then I was already watching it at the time. I'm like sitting there crying. I'm like, oh, God.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Oh
I think I
my
watched
God.
that thing 3 times back to
It
back.
was so good, man.
Yeah. And
so good.
yeah,
you
you
know,
can't-
so Usher's doing that residency
in Vegas. Yes.
So there was a video that came out this week that I died of laughter of. So basically, people were giving Usher shit because usually when Usher would walk in the crowd, he would only sing to the celebrities. So he was passing by a fan this time around, and she starts like hugging his face, like hugging him. She's like screaming out the top of her lungs, and he's just standing there, just like.
That's a 100% an Usher thing.
Yeah, like look at that. Oh, let me see if I can find the photo real quick. Like it's just like
That's so funny.
It's like, oh my God, why would look? You couldn't keep your cool. Even the security in the back was just like, okay, ease up a little bit. Like look at.
You know what though? But I've seen Usher like pull random ladies. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Like guys, come on. All right.
That's so
if
good.
you're gonna,
That's a great picture. That's actually like such a moment in
it's
time.
like, look at this shit, It's just- guys, come on. All right. If you're gonna if I understand it's Usher, I get it. I know, but like, keep your composure. And there's a whole video about it, but
Hey, it would be hard, man.
I get it.
Like, you ever
Again.
seen those videos of Usher? He goes up and he pulls like a random lady off off the audience, and he like sits them on one of those sex couches, and then he puts on this one song. I think it's called "Can You Handle It?"
Oh boy.
And it's about all about sex. That whole
Clearly.
song. And it's like he literally just like freaking does a whole lap dance on this girl or something like that. And I've seen it at like multiple times. If you go to YouTube and just type that in, like Usher giving a lap dance on stage, there's like I watched at least like 15 different videos.
Huh?
For research for this show.
15.
I don't. Hey.
What? Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna expose myself right now.
Yeah, I'm just baiting out your scene, man. What's going on here? Oh, okay.
1,500 times.
Yeah.
He's playing.
Oh,
but yeah,
Jesus.
it's a funny video.
Yeah,
You should
I'm
definitely
sure.
watch it. Yeah.
I mean, this is probably in bad taste, but R. Kelly actually did a similar thing at his show. Basically, he would go up to a girl in the audience, and to be clear, it was a 19-plus show, so she was of age. Would hand her a towel. He'd say, "Wipe my nose." Would sing these notes: "Wipe my lips, wipe my nose, wipe my tongue." And he's like, keep on wiping it, and it will go low to his, crotch region.
Damn.
And he'd just be like, keep wiping. Now grab it. And then music would play in the background, and then the crowd's going nuts. And then he would fake like if she grabbed it too hard, he'd be like, oh.
This guy's an entertainer.
Yeah, I mean,
terrible person.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely terrible person.
Don't
but
condone it.
An entertainer.
But
in
his
itself.
music. Terrible person. Oh my God. He had really good music though. Like way back when we.
You taking one of his albums on this sunken ship, or on this dead island?
Would I take one of his albums?
On the world's
think so.
greatest.
I was just listening to that the other day.
The world's
oh my
greatest.
God, it's actually a really good song too. I don't know if I take one of his albums though.
Carlos is
not.
exposing himself.
Hey,
Man. Just
bro,
listen to all this.
listen. I'm literally on the shoe box. What's it called? The box. Where I'm here telling y'all I don't support his shit, man. All right, he's a horrible person, and he should be. And I'm glad he's in prison. Repenting for his crimes that he committed. But I'm just saying, y'all were fans too, okay?
Hey.
We all need to be accountable. Let's all be held accountable, okay? Those songs meant something to somebody. It doesn't say 0 subscribers on his YouTube. I checked. There's a few thousand of y'all that are still subscribed.
I would think he'd almost have like more than that.
Yeah, apparently.
But you think a lot of people like unsubscribe? Yeah.
But they definitely
that makes sense.
They listen on the low. But I mean, come on. Freaking Bump and Grind remix. I don't see nothing wrong.
So, what albums are you taking?
The 3 I'm taking?
Yeah. What albums are you taking?
Okay. Yeah, this is a toughie. I'm going to say this counts because it's New Jack Swing, and New Jack Swing is, in fact, a mix of R&B and...
that counts.
Okay,
100%.
so Dangerous by Michael Jackson.
All right.
That's one.
Yeah. Huge. Go listen to that if you haven't listened to it in a long time.
It's a great album. What else? What's the album with Usher, You Make Me Wanna?
That's I think it's called You Make Me Wanna.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll take that one too. And for my last one, I'm going to keep it pretty recent.
Pretty Ricky.
Oh, hey, man. Got to give me more credit than that.
The NSYNC's greatest hits.
Yo, damn. I didn't know they counted. But I'll say Miguel Overload. What's the name of that album? His debut album. I'll take that one.
Sure Thing?
The same. Is that the name of the album? I don't know. I forget the name of the album, but the Sure Thing is on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it is like the red and blue
Yes,
album. I think it is Sure Thing. But I could have that wrong. If I do have it wrong, then please correct us.
I just want a quickie. You know that song, Quickie?
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
I think a lot of people don't like Miguel, though.
Why?
I just don't. I think like he's...
Does he have a bad habit of repeating his fucking lines over and over in a goddamn concert?
I went to his concert, man. That was dope. That was
How was
a
that?
lot of fun. That was tons of fun that night.
I'm sure.
That was probably the most girls I've ever seen at a concert in my life.
Really?
Yeah. There had to be like a ratio of like 8 to 1 or 8 to 2
Damn.
for 10.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Holy
Absolutely nuts.
Shit.
I remember just I went with my buddy Johnny, and I looked back at him, and I'm like, Johnny, man.
There's like tons of females
Like,
here.
we supposed to be here?
Yeah, man. Are we at the right concert?
Show some
Shit,
toxic masculinity so
Yeah,
people don't
man.
think I'm rainbow.
God damn. I don't know if I've seen that many women.
Yeah, it was crazy,
I don't
man.
know. I went to a Christmas market once. That was fine. Not that many females, though. That was crazy.
But,
I need to go to
no.
more R&B concerts, man. Holy shit.
I can agree with you on that one. So
I went to the Party Next Door. That was pretty solid, though.
Oh, yeah. Party Next Door, man.
He's great.
That guy's considered
His
R&B.
last album was actually really good. Have you listened to it?
No.
You need to
No,
check
I
it out.
haven't.
It's really good.
He's from Mississauga.
Mississauga.
Well, how long ago was the album?
3 years now?
3 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years now.
It's crazy because, like, there's certain aspects of, like, a lot of new artists that I find where they're not producing, I feel like, at the same rate that like millennial artists did at the time. Like, I felt like Usher produced an album every like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then like even like I remember Mario. Like I was a huge fan of Mario. His first initial one, like Just a Friend, and then he came out with like 2 or 3 albums within like 6 years.
But he cut the hair.
But he cut the hair.
That's when change. That shit done change.
He cut the hair.
That one album with what's the name of that song? I can hear your heart
Crying Out for Me.
Oof.
Yeah. Like and it's weird to see someone as big as Party Next Door at one point in time, like, and then just kind of fall off for a bit. But if his last album was dope,
pretty
then
banging, man.
definitely
Pretty
go
banging.
recommend listening.
Go check
to
it
that.
out. Go check it out. Is there any female artists, or is there any new school R&B that you listen to? New school of the new school.
I can't say too many like new.
Yeah.
I would like to say like a couple that were in the last couple of years that were big. Like Snow Allegra is a big one. She's absolutely stunning, great at what she does, and she's got one of those voices that's like just nuts. There's this other lady, I forget her name. I think it's something Synad. She's from like the UK, but she's half Thai.
Half Thai.
Yeah, she's half Thai.
Oh, okay.
But she's an absolute killer.
Yeah.
Her voice is like ridiculous.
Meow meow.
But no, I can't think of too many. Like, I don't know, like The Weeknd. I guess would you consider The Weeknd an R&B artist?
I don't know. I think he's
Like,
yeah.
is he,
I
he's
guess
pop
so.
R&B, but
He's
like
pop R&B.
some of his R&B, like the ones that maybe weren't his mainstream songs,
was
like
the mixtape days.
Mixtape Days.
Yeah.
Plus, like I was listening to my little brother loves this song. It's called Reminder.
Oh,
On
it's
Starboy.
more like a hip,
kind of like
that's
a
more
hip hop, but like
yeah.
I would consider it
Yeah.
somewhat, or like Die for You.
No me.
What's that one song I was singing? Is like
Wanna
It's
try,
time,
wanna
it's
try,
time.
wanna try.
Yeah, so like
It don't matter.
I guess you can consider
Even that's
that.
like a great EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's good. Okay. I got a recommendation for you. Coco Jones.
Coco Jones. That's
she's
recent.
a new school.
Okay.
Yeah. She actually made a remix to one of her songs with the legendary Justin Timberlake.
Oh damn.
So
Coco
yeah,
Jones.
check her out, and she's
All
my
right.
celebrity crush.
It's new celebrity crush.
Mhm.
Oh,
She's hot.
okay.
You know what? She's also plays Hillary in the Fresh Prince remake.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Oh wow. Okay, I
Yeah.
definitely got to go check that
Yeah.
out then.
Yeah.
You
Check
know?
her out. She's hot. She could sing. She's getting attention. She's getting all that wave. So it's
Coco
good.
Jones.
It's good stuff.
And maybe like Summer Walker as of a recent
Yeah.
one. Summer Walker's a big name.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
extremely well.
She's doing great.
I remember the first time I found one of her songs and I sent it to you and you were like, yeah, this is pretty dope.
No, it's pretty good.
And then she blew up like 2
Then
years
Girls
later.
Need Love. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those few songs I have to
Yeah.
make sure I don't turn up on Film Max. You know, I'm gonna walk around. I have to look both ways before I blast that song. But now, no shame. I'll blast it in the goddamn whip for all I care.
So I got a question for you.
Shoot,
If
baby,
you were to
shoot.
pick your like discography of all of the R&B that you happen to know and you split it by female artists and then male artists, which side are you picking to listen for the rest of your life?
That's a good question, and also very sexist.
I'm just saying, man. What are you picking? If you think about every single artist, all of the songs that, like, let's say Miguel did, Usher did,
Male,
and then you come out and you look at Monica, Brandy,
male.
Maya.
Fuck them.
Really?
Fuck them all. Male, because that's where it's at. Because that's where the heartbreak is. Which tracks have which gender makes more heartbreaking tracks? Males.
Ashanti.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Sierra.
Look at that. You name all those people. Name all those people. Look at all those females you named.
Ooh.
They're hot as fuck. All right. They can always bounce back. Some of these dudes on my list, they ugly as shit. All they got is their voice. All right. They may never come back with this. So they got to sing out their pain and belt it out.
I get that.
Right? So that's why the male side is the great side. And then we also have, what's his name? Uncle Luke. I don't ever want to see you again. Woo! What a song. Bitch, I don't ever want to see you again.
People should listen to that. That's actually a really
what a
great song.
great song.
But go laugh
You know
at the
what?
video.
It's one of those songs where it seems so beautiful, but it's so horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I could play that song at my wedding and no one will say anything about it. 100%. I'm almost positive that would be the case.
You know what I do miss about that?
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Please
sneak
do.
in. I'm gonna sneak in that song at one point during
Please
my
do.
playlist, and I'm gonna look around. And when I look at you, you know what's going on. I look at you and Sherwin. Y'all know what's going on, and then we'll see what happens. Yes,
That's
please,
definitely
go
a tough
ahead.
one. Like you got.
Oh, what are you picking?
You know what?
Oh,
I
dear.
thought about this,
This is disappointing.
and I would 100% go the female side. And I can't even like. And I know my favorite R&B artist is Drew Hill, but if I had to pick one for the rest of my life to listen to, and I couldn't listen to the other, it would definitely be the female. All of those Monica tracks, all those Brandy tracks, Sierra, Ashanti, Maya, En Vogue, FWV, TLC, like all that. Like you can't.
know what you're missing out.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
This woman's work. You're missing out
Maxwell?
on that.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
But then I got Aretha Franklin. Would you consider R&B?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would 100% go female.
No.
To listen to for the rest of my life.
No, sorry.
I would love to hear what people
You
think on that one. That's a
make
really
me
good That's a
feel-
really good question.
You make me feel like a natural woman.
Sing it, Carlos.
Is that song
Woo.
sexist in today's age?
Woo!
Is that song like considered like in
I actually think
Politically incorrect?
I think I read something a couple months ago where they were playing that song and people were like offended by it or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
That's not we're not trying to deep dive into those issues today because it's an R&B episode, but that's just take that and throw it out.
Do what you will with that information. I don't, dude. No, I'm sorry. I have to stick with the boys. I have to stick with the boys. All right, I'm sticking with the boys. All right, I gotta stick with the boys because they know Heartbreak. You can relate. All right.
Ray J.
Oh, 100% Ray J.
One wish.
Bro,
No, he
that
has
is the pinnacle. Bro, dancing in the rain in that video,
Hey.
your girls can't do that shit. There's no same effect. It's not cool. Let me tell you something, man. Those females, all right, they're sexy enough as is. They don't need the voice on top of it, all right? Fuck them all. Brandy with your fucking sensational voice and whatnot,
Hey.
all right? Shit. Fuck them. No. Shout out to all you boys. Boys to men, specifically,
Yeah.
because
That's a tough one.
y'all
That's a tough one to
are
give up.
boys. New edition. 2/3 of City High. Who else is out there? Man, y'all know who you are. Oh, Bobby Brown, the true king of R&B. He actually called himself that at his prime.
I think that a lot of people say that about themselves.
Well,
Like I remember I heard
Jack Keys.
Jack Keys said that.
Can you name me 5 songs from Jack Keys? No, you fucking can't.
I've only ever heard covers by him. I'll be honest with you.
That's right. You want to know why? Because he doesn't know what king covers other shit. Jack Keys, you ain't no king, sir.
But Bobby at the time, I can give
100%.
Like, I can give.
He was a
respect.
monster.
Yeah, he was a monster.
He was a monster. There was no other R&B albums that were selling like 1 million in like the first month.
Yeah.
No one was doing numbers like him, and his shows were the dude could move back in the day.
I don't think I've ever seen any of like. his
Oh,
shows.
he can
I think
perform,
that's
man. He could perform.
Something I gotta go look up.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. All right, we have like about 10 or so minutes left. Right, let's make a track. Let's make a track. So let's pick a topic that's not really discussed in R&B in today's age. What's a topic in R&B that like? There's always the love songs. There's sex. There's breakups. Your average barbecue songs. What are topics in R&B? Uber Eats, delivery.
Uber Eats, okay.
Delivery.
Okay, I
delivery.
like it. I like
All right. Are you gonna sing backup?
I can try to do some lines, and
Yeah.
then you do 3 lines.
Sure.
Or I'll do.
We'll
2
go
lines.
back and forth.
Okay, so I'll do 2 lines.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. We got to start off with the talking, obviously, because every R&B
yeah, okay. So I'll start off with the talking.
yeah.
Baby, you've never ordered this before, but hit up my line,
Boom.
and I'll deliver it to you. I'll get you to eat, girl. Uberly. I just want to feed you my Uber Eats.
Ooh, boom. Baby got some credit from the store. And I know you feeling for more. I know I can get you something nice. Get you some sweet bites. And now I'm going to the phone app. And baby, maybe what's that? Mickey D's on sale. And I know, and I get it better retail. Now get some delivery. These fucking fees are shilling me. These fucking prices killing me. Maybe we should switch delivery. Let's skip the dishes. Maybe not Uber Eats. Something's getting fucking ridiculous. Oh my God, my stomach's killing me. What we gonna eat tonight?
I don't wanna wait.
'Cause tonight it ain't right. Something needs to be done. Gotta feed you some.
Ooh.
And tonight it's you and me.
Ooh.
Let them calories get to your booty. Ba-doom, boom, doom. Hey,
I can't.
are you feeling some Chinese? Or maybe some Swiss Chalet?
What?
Are you feeling some Burger King? Or maybe some... And that's it. That's all I got.
Hey, that was actually great.
Yeah.
That was dope.
All right. That could be. And Jermaine Dupree, if you're watching, our contact info is on our Instagram.
Blank at Gmail. The blank 416 at gmail.com.
You know where to see it. You know where to send their contract. There it is.
Hey, that was huge.
Who's the greatest rapper? Who's the greatest rapper to go on an R&B track? Like when?
Tory Lanez.
We're ending the show early, folks. I'm so sorry. I lost, for some reason, there's something just came over me where I lost all enthusiasm to do the rest of this episode. Jesus Christ.
Okay, wait. Give some honorable mentions of people we didn't talk about yet today.
Okay.
Because I know it's hard to fit everything into an hour.
Yes, there's so much R&B. All right, so I want to shout out to some R&B gods out there. Lauryn Hill. Well, you mentioned Maxwell. Shit. The name is off of the D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, that was definitely one we missed.
Yeah.
That's a huge name.
Yeah.
I'll go Jagged Edge.
Okay. Yes. Oh my God, Jagged Edge.
Is huge.
Oh boy. Silk. Yes.
I would even put in like Bruno Mars.
Did I say SWV?
Yeah, we talked about SWV.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno's
He's a
good R&B artist.
He's a very good artist.
Yeah.
Like you can't take that away from him.
Brent Faiyaz.
I
like
huge.
I like him.
Huge.
I like him a lot.
The whole Sonder.
Sonder.
If you like that sort of deep, dark kind of R&B, like as of late, definitely go listen to that. That's a great sound.
SZA.
SZA, huge.
SZA's good. Yeah, SZA, she's great.
Huge.
Do you have any track recommendations for R&B? Deep. You know what? Deep cuts. Not popular ones that people may know. Deep cut R&B.
I don't got my phone on me, man. I don't know where my phone is, but
name some off the top of your head. It doesn't have to be a big list, or maybe one deep cut.
You know who I would like to say? Leon Bridges. Leon Bridges. He's a very interesting artist that I feel like people give him a little bit more pop, but he's done some great R&B. And I would think that if you want to go look it up, and this is actually pretty wild, he does this one live show in like Tennessee or something like that, because he's from the South. And it's him and Luke Combs. And if you know who Luke Combs is actually a country singer.
Not pass.
But
fuck it.
But
so
the song is called Beyond. It's a great. The way that they portray it is absolutely stunning. So definitely go listen to that. It's actually dope. Beyond, Leon Bridges and Luke Combs, and live. Hit that up. That's my deep cut. So who are you going with? What is your recommendation? For our audio listeners, Carl's is not. He's not having this right now.
I'm not amused right now. What's that one song written by Sonder? That one girl, I forget. Remind me to forget.
Amber something. I think her name is.
I haven't just yet.
Yeah, that's a huge.
That's a big song.
I forget it. I forget it's Amber something.
Okay. Is it Amber something?
All right.
Remind me to forget. Make Love by Brent Faiyaz is a good one.
Yeah. Huge.
Oh God. Some deep cut R&B, huh? Let's see. Oh fuck, what's that one song by SWV? Hold on. Shit. Sorry.
Carl's not prepared for this.
Oh my God. It's this one song. Yeah, is it a deep cut though?
Oh, you know what's
When This Feeling.
By who?
SWV.
Oh, okay.
When This Feeling is a good song by the SWV.
Yeah.
Girl, I'll Always Love You by Barry White. That's also a good one.
You know what else I'm gonna go? Tyrese.
Woo!
Tyrese. Genuine. We didn't
For
mention.
all you young kids who think that Tyrese was just an actor in the Fast and Furious movies, he is a well-accomplished R&B singer.
Jamie Foxx, we forgot to say.
Jamie
Foxx, Genuine.
Yeah.
Tank. Some legends. Some absolute. Trey Songz. We didn't say
Trey
Trey Songz.
Trigger Trey.
Manny would have been pissed.
Yeah. But we said it last minute. He's probably still going to be pissed at us.
Just so many different
Trigger
legends.
Trey.
Yeah, so many different legends.
But apparently he might be doing hard time, Trigger Trey.
Oh. For assault? I saw that one video.
So you knew he did that, and you still mentioned him, huh? All right, fascinating. All right, interesting.
Go look that up. Actually,
Yeah.
He's at like some college like football game, and then I think somebody spills a drink on him, and he turns around and then just like throws this huge punch. I remember. I think he got arrested that
That's
night.
why you don't fuck with Trigger Trey. Lesson learned.
Yeah, his
guys.
name's Trigger.
It's Trigger. It's in his name, guys. What the hell are you thinking? And a big shout out to the greatest R&B singer of all time, in my humble opinion. You can argue all you want. YouTube's KSI.
What?
All right. On that note, thank you all for joining us this week. Tune in next week on episode 113. We don't know what we're going to talk about yet. We never know what we're going to talk about, but we always keep it interesting. We made it 113 episodes, and you guys are still listening for some
That's wild,
reason.
man.
Wow. But thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in next week. On that note, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank. It's Blank with Carlos
Hey,
and
baby.
Ryan, baby. And don't y'all forget. Fill it in, baby girl. Fill it in. Jeez.
Goddamn.
Golly.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.